Hi everyone, this is Q Fom Gray, and I'm here at SAS by Design in Long Beach, Mississippi. As much as we do this live, this is actually a recording because there's not great connection here, and I thought, well, why not experiment and do a recording? This might make my life easier in the future. I don't know. We'll see if you guys will even see this. We might be tormenting Miss Sheila here for no apparent reason, but let's do this. So we are watching this on 4 channels, should be watching this on 4 channels, on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook. So hello everyone. Sheila, say hi to everybody.
Hello there.
So let me introduce, this is Sheila Smith, and we are again in Long Beach, Mississippi. She has invited me to come down to teach this past weekend a whole bunch of really great ladies how to make jewelry. Of course, because that's what I do. And so I've been enjoying a lot of Southern hospitality, and I'm learning how to listen and understand what Southernisms, we'll call it. And I there you go. And I keep hearing don't you understand Southern? I'm like, well, I suppose I will soon, and I'm learning what that is. Go pick that up. That what? I don't know. Okay, I'm learning what that is. Anyway, so we've just been yanking each other's chain down here and having fun and enjoying the process. Not every day was a great day. Yesterday was a little bit tormenting for everybody, but we ended today with a wonderful day, and we have one more class to go tomorrow. In any case, so I want to talk a little bit about Sheila's studio, but let's talk to Sheila and find out what she's about. So Sheila, tell us.
Well, first of all, I want to tell everyone out there what a fabulous job she has done this weekend.
She lies.
Really, it has been exceptional. She brought in over 40 students, and I'll tell you what, she was absolutely phenomenal.
Well, thank you. It was a lot of fun being down here. I know that Sheila was a little bit nervous about the studio space and all that good stuff, but hey, it all worked out. I enjoyed it, and I would not hesitate to come back. This again, what was really great about being down here was all of the equipment that she had down here ready for me, so I had a lot less prep work. But that said, okay, now that we interrupted and there it is. Okay, so tell us, Sheila, about how you got started into jewelry making.
Well, I had this friend over in Slidell, Louisiana, and he and his wife used to take their boat out and dive for different types of metal. They dive for silver and gold, and they used to have a lot of pirates in that area that they would go in, and they would take their machinery and they would dive down and collect all this jewelry, and then they would go home and make rings and pendants and everything and sell it.
And how old was the stuff that they were diving for?
Oh, it was pirate time.
Really?
Yes.
So we're talking way back.
Way back.
Okay,
balloons and all kinds of stuff.
Where were they diving? Were we talking about the Gulf of Mexico, or where were we talking?
Right outside Mandeville, Louisiana, which is probably an hour and a half from here, or an hour from here, not an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
But from there to Mandeville, it was like probably 10 miles, and they would drop their boat off, and it was just amazing. And then one day he got tired of doing it, and I decided that I was going to take the diving classes, and I already had a boat, and so I went to take diving lessons and got up to the time where we're going to do our finals in out in the sea, the deep water.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing it in a pool, and my ears were hurting me so bad. I went to the ear doctor, and he said, if you do this, you will lose your hearing.
Oh,
and I had
so no more diving.
I bought all my equipment and everything, so I had to go back to the guy, and I said, and I explained everything to him, and he gave me all my money back and took the equipment back, because he said, I understand, because I can't hear. But anyway, that was the beginning of it, and I brought everything home and sat on it for a while, and then a friend of mine made me go to different classes with him, and then slowly but surely I started
making jewelry,
making my career.
Your jewelry career. Wait, so did you start off by selling it?
Just making
or you
it
make it for fun? Making it and selling it. And where were you selling your jewelry?
Well, all over the place. Well, at Etsy, I put I had a thing on Etsy, which in the meantime is on vacation because of time constraints. So That was the beginning.
Okay.
And then it just blossomed as I made jewelry. I really loved what I was doing and decided, oh God, I decided, you know what, Sheila? You have just got to open a teaching studio because you're some kind of great. Oh, gosh.
See, it happens to all of us. I'm not alone, okay? Yeah, why don't you go teach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So there it is.
No,
It'll be
it
fun.
is fun. It
So-
is fun. And then, you know, I get to meet people like Q here, who just does an excellent job. I mean, this was just an amazing weekend. I'm sorry I keep bringing that up, but it was. It was really, really great.
So Sheila and I met at the Beat and Button show about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yes.
And so that's how I got down here. I know, how do we make the connections all the way across the country? Well, it's not across the country, but you know, it's far. And so that's how we made the connection here to Sheila's studio.
Well, I took 3 classes in Wisconsin from Q, and I'll tell you what, I was so impressed and enjoyed those classes so much that when I came home, I thought, you know what, when I start having teachers come in here, big, you know, I am going to call Q up. So this past year, I finally got around to doing it, and I was so amazed because, you know, some stranger calls you up and said, hey, come on down to my studio and have fun. Well, who is this person that I'm going to come down and teach classes with? But it worked out real well.
So, you know, what's really funny is, and everybody does this, it sort of cracks me up, but you guys know me and know better, is that everybody always says, I bet you don't remember who I am. And the reality was, I did. I actually remembered, because I totally remember the conversation and how she said, well, you know, I have this apartment that you can stay in. I do.
I can't believe you remember that.
Absolutely remember that. And I was like, okay, sure. And of course, obviously I remembered her. Obviously, I didn't remember some weird wart that I had to worry about, you know.
And coming to Mississippi, oh my God, not Mississippi.
But you know, what's great about coming down to Mississippi, and I have Sheila has helped me fulfill my 2 goals for coming down here to the South, is I flew into New Orleans and I went, oh, New Orleans, wait, I can get grilled oysters. Yes. So first day we arrived, and sure enough, Sheila takes me out for grilled oysters. Yay! Yay! And then the next thing I wanted while I was down here was to have crawfish. I know, it's not, y'all are not into it. Oh my gosh, I said y'all. Okay.
Oh my God. Not y'all.
Not y'all, not that. But I know not everybody's into it, but I am totally into crawfish. But again, if you know me, I'm totally into all the foods. And
she pigged out today. I tell you, wouldn't believe you. I mean, she had a bag of crawfish that big, you know, and sitting there in the front of the class going, pulling that apart and sucking those tails.
Well, I know how to eat crawfish. Just because I'm from the north doesn't mean I don't know how to eat crawfish.
Where you learned to eat crawfish at?
I don't even know. It's just, you know what, we used to eat whole shrimp growing up. Like, my parents would buy whole shrimp and we would grill it, and that's basically how you would eat whole shrimp.
Well, I could have gone out in the backyard and got you some if you just let me know.
So there it is. Today I fulfilled goal number 2. There's a place around the corner from here, and I got a 3-pound bag.
3 pounds. I mean, you don't think 3 pounds is very big?
It's a grocery bag filled with crawfish. Oh my gosh, I am in hog heaven, or should I say I'm in crawfish heaven. I can't wait to finish off the rest of those tonight for dinner. Yes, it's evening already. We finished our last class, and because I wanted to show off the studio, and so I gave Sheila a little time to clean it up. And when I said that to her, she sort of looked at me and went, "You're going to show the studio?" And I could tell you wanted to clean it up. So I'm like, take your time, clean it up.
It's not clean.
Well, it's clean enough. It makes a good enough impression. And of course, just like Stephanie a few weeks ago, I said, and I'm going to do an interview. The shudder of, what do you mean an interview? I'm like, I told you this. You know, when I talked to you about it, yes, I did. And it's really funny. Stephanie did the same thing when I mentioned it to her while I was like, what do you mean? I'm almost positive, even though we ended up deleting that video, I'm almost positive Lisa Applegate of Studio 36 did the same thing when I mentioned that I was going to do an interview. I don't know. You all should be really excited about, you know,
Students don't scare me. That little camera.
The little camera is so scary. But you know what sort of, well, you can be less scared because we're sitting here just talking to a camera instead of being live and having all of these chats coming up and telling us what's going on out there. So at least we can do that.
I could tell her time out. Let's start over again.
Yep, we're not going to do that. We're going to play this through, right? So tell us one other thing. What do you think is the A, best part about your job, and B, that you love most about your studio that you want everybody to know about?
Well, first of all, it's not a huge studio, but it is a powerful studio. And what I love about it most of all is I get to see these students that come in here and watch their creativity. And boy, I tell you what disgusts me most of all about it is one of these students come in here and do better work than I do. I mean, this
wait,
irritates
Can
the
we
shit
talk
out of
about
me.
her? Can we talk about her
Oh my
today?
God,
Can we
yes,
talk
yeah.
about her? You know who I'm going to talk
yeah,
about.
the little 18-year-old.
Yeah, so
oh my
the
God.
19-year-old, and I'm going to name names, okay? So little Miss Marietta comes in here with her mom yesterday, and she's
Unbelievable.
never, ever made a single thing. She's never touched a torch. She's never made jewelry, period. I don't even know how her mom talked her into coming. What was the story? Do we know?
I don't know. She called me a couple of weeks ago and told me she and her daughter would like to come in and do a class, and would it be okay? And I'm thinking the child was about 14 years old. You know, I'd already talked to you about
Right.
another child. And so I said, well, how old is she? And she said, well, she's 18. I said, sure, just, register for a class and come on in. And I'm going to tell you something. This child, unbelievable. She did better work than I did.
Oh,
She did better work than anybody in here.
So she made 3 projects. What was it? We did the Voyager today,
The
Deco ring,
yesterday.
and then the Set for Royalty. Okay, so Set for Royalty was the first one. She did it, and I was like, wow, girl was paying attention, and she took to the instruction as it was given. Like she really listened to everything and paid attention to everything that's going on and took her time. And I think she finished before everybody else, even. Okay.
Those are the kind you just dislike,
Oh yeah, they're there to hate.
Yeah.
So then we did the deco ring. That was a disaster of a project yesterday, or a class yesterday, in that everybody struggled. There's so many little parts and pieces, and it was about precision. It was about precision. And if you weren't going to be precise about it, you were not going to have a great looking project. And it was, for me, really interesting to watch because I gave her the measurements. I told her what the measurements were, and she took out the digital caliper, and she measured it and measured it and measured it. And you had to saw it out perfectly, too, to get this bezel to go all the way around perfectly. And son of a gun, if she didn't get it right, oh my gosh, she got it perfectly. And she walked out with a perfect bezel and a perfect project yesterday.
She did. Look, I have another teacher that was taking the class, that deco ring too, and I said, Julie, I'll solder your ring if you'll cut out my bezel. And so we made that exchange. I soldered her ring, and she didn't actually cut out my bezel because I'd already earned one. I hate to tell you that.
But yeah, I mean, it was a struggle for everybody except this first timer.
18 years old.
Oh my gosh. And then today with the Voyager pendant.
Beautiful. I mean,
I'm
she
telling
did
you,
an amazing job.
I don't think I could tell the difference between hers and mine.
Yeah. I asked her not to come back.
Please don't come back and make us look bad.
Yeah. No, she was amazing. In fact, I said, honey, I want you in one of my classes,
Mm-hmm. So that's what you love about the studio.
Yeah. I love the students that come in, and in all the years that I've been doing it, I've only had one student that was, I wish hadn't come. But other than that, they're just amazing. And some of them just absolutely do. First-timers do absolutely amazing work. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
I always love it when you have those first-timers who are so successful.
Exactly.
And, as an instructor, that's incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
It really is.
So if there was anything else you would like everyone out there to know, was there anything else you want to share that you want everybody to know about?
Well, I'm just excited that Q came down here to South Mississippi. You know, people say Mississippi. Oh my God! You know, they conjure up in their mind all these details about what they think Mississippi's all about. So I was really proud when Q decided that she would come down here and give these classes, and it was just really amazing. She did a great job.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. All right. Well, if there's nothing else that you want to share, I'm going to do a 180, 360. You know, math. I'm not so good at it.
No, like, yeah, you can believe that.
I'm going to do a 360 of the studio. Oh, I wanted to also share, you know, if you are in the Mississippi area, do look her up. What's your website? We don't know.
No, it's
late.
www.SAS. It's at sasbydesign.net.
.net. So it's SAS.
Register for a class. We're here.
There's more classes coming.
Yes,
there's more classes coming.
Yeah.
But you know what? Another thing I want to share with everybody about the studio is it is stocked. Oh my gosh, well stocked with all the equipment. When you come here, you don't need to bring a thing except your body and a good attitude. I'm going to say that. See this? Oh, you can't see her shirt. Let's see. See what her shirt says? It says "Stay positive." Mm-hmm. This is the messaging that that continues to happen here.
Exactly.
Is, you know, I feel like
get her done.
Get her done. You know, there's even snacks here. You don't even have to bring your own snacks. There's snacks, and you know, as I discovered today, 5 minutes up the road, there's a place for crawfish. So see what else?
Actually, there's two places. One group went that way to get her crawfish, and I just went around the corner to get the crawfish. But I didn't get her any because she had already ordered.
I ordered from the other place.
Yeah.
But so those are some really great things about the studio and why you should come down here. And so anyway, we'll see what happens in the future. Might be back next year. Let's talk about schedule and figure it out. But it was a pleasure to be here. It was so much fun. And so, okay, so let's see if I can actually get this done and see if I can flip this video around. I don't know if I can. Oops, nope. I don't think I can flip it around. Okay, so I'm going to do it. How are we going to do this? I'm going to do it like this. Wait, no. Okay, so you're going to look at it from the side. I'm going to just turn my chair. Oh, she's like, there she is. And that's the studio.
I usually keep it clean.
It's pretty clean. So look at all the equipment. There's a bathroom even.
Oh my God. 20 yards to the outhouse by Willie
20 yards from the outhouse. You even have tools to purchase. There's not a drill press. What is that? A hydraulic press. Oh my gosh. And you know, again, it's a little small, but hey, intimate is a good thing because you can get to everybody. And see, there's the 180 of the classroom. All right, so that's about it. I tormented Miss Sheila long enough. We have shown you the studio, and so we're going to say thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the video.
Yes,
thanks for liking all of our videos. And I am going to be back. What day is today? Today's Monday, and then I will be back on Wednesday because I'm flying back tomorrow, Tuesday, and so I'll be
Sunday.
I know, but they don't know that. This is a recording. It's Monday. It's really Monday.
It's Monday. Gee, I got to go to my refrigerator.
It's an inside joke. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so on Wednesday we are doing. What are we doing on Wednesday? I think we have a UFO on Wednesday. If not, it's going to be step-by-step surprise locked. It's one of the two. I can never remember. I'm sorry. I didn't bother looking at the schedule. And then whatever else. But I'll see you all on Wednesday live. Andy and I will be back. And hopefully this video works out. Bye.
Thank you.